So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are in the conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. We have terrific scenes in front of us at the Estadio do Dragão, one of the biggest venues in Portugal.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
Plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Oh, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
We're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think it has to be Rodrigo Bentancur, Peter. I think when you look at that midfield, he can have a critical role in terms of developing his game and adding goals to those midfield runs. He hasn't done that enough so far, but that's what he needs to add. And he'll keep making those runs and get into the opposition box undetected. He has to now start finishing them off better.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Hudson-Odoi, Gibbs-White, Douglas Luiz. There will be a throw-in. Douglas Luiz. Aina goes for the cross. Paulinho attempts a clearance. Solanke looking to break out here. Aina does well there, alert. Wood. Gibbs-White. Very little to choose between them, but very early days. Zinchenko pumps it into the area. And here's a corner, good chance. Tries to get it clear, goes for goal! Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Zinchenko. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Beautifully done. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Massive leap! Oh, not the best of headers. Sankara. Murillo goes looking. Gibbs White. Still goalless. Gibbs White. Wood. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Wood has been caught there. It's a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Not the worst effort, Peter. It just needed a bit more fine-tuning.
Douglas Luiz. Jota tried to play it through.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Hoists it forward. Udogi with a long pass. Douglas Luiz. Gibbs White. Sankara. Hudson-Odoi. Wood. Gibbs White. Hudson-Odoi is onto it and can take it up. It's a loose ball. Danso. Kudus. Solanke. So who can spark this game into life? Murillo. Forward it goes. Kudus goes long. It's over the top. And he's got that one wrong. And it's played forward. Hudson-Odoi. Johnson. Kudus. Udogi. Solanke. He's pinged one through here. Aina can hoist it clear. That is going to be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Reflections on the first half?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. They've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Nottingham Forest clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Aina. Jota. Douglas Luiz. Luiz hits that long. Paulinho. Bentancur. Paulinho tries to get it forward quickly. Kudus. Lovely feet. Can he deliver?
Udogi.
Wood concedes a free kick for that. Kudus. Hoists it high. Aina with the clearance.
Udogi.
Lovely bit of skill there. Played into the middle. Murillo gets good distance on it. If you take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. And that's sprayed out wide.
Pedro Porro.
Bentancur. Gibbs White. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Udogi plays it forward. Oh, good interception. Aina.
Jota.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Christopher Wood. Number 14,
Chooses to go back. Goes for goal. And always going over the top. There'll be another change here. João Palhinha. Denso tries to switch the play. Van de Ven. Romero. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Tell. Oh, sweet feet. Bentancur out towards the flank, and it's hoisted clear. The changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Sankara is there to heave it away. Here it comes. Towering header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Paulinho drives it forward. Sankara gets it back.
Tottenham Hotspur showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Sankara. That's a throw. Tottenham can make their change now with a break in play.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling. There's only one word for this, it's baffling. That team needs to figure out where the ball needs to be, and it's not there.
Pedro Porro hoists it forward. They need to get it in quick. Pedro Porro. Fence's got rid of that. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely.